Hey, New World News, welcome to the video. It's going to be June the 28th, 2022, Tuesday night, or possibly Wednesday morning the 29th when you see this. And, of course, Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand woman, Ghislaine Maxwell, was sentenced in federal court today for child sex trafficking crimes for helping him procure women, young ladies, not even women, children in most cases, for sexual acts during the time that he was alive. Of course, he committed suicide in jail several years ago. Stand on your head if anybody that believes that. But she was sentenced today in federal court to 20 years in federal prison. She is, I believe, 60 or 61 years old. We'll see in the story in a second. So the chances of her getting out of jail to live any kind of normal semblance of a life is probably slim to none. Federal prison has very strict mandates on how many years you have to serve. I believe it's 85% before you can even apply for parole, and in some cases there is no parole in federal prison for certain crimes. So she is donezo, basically, which is good, great for her. She was knowingly helping him get women and traffic them into his island and into his mansion and his houses all over the world to have sex with underage minors and creating kiddie porn, essentially. And it's disgusting, and glad he's gone. And I'll be happy if she just dies in jail too, or if somebody takes her out and she commits suicide. We'll have to see. Anyways, let's check out the story. And as always, you can comment below. Let me know what you think of this young lady and her wonderfully led life with Jeffrey Epstein. So here's the story directly out of Fox News. Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's cohort, hit with the 20 years for sex trafficking teen girls. She was convicted after trial in December. Ghislaine Maxwell was sentenced Tuesday to 20 years in prison for procuring teenage girls to be sexually abused by the late financier Jeffrey Epstein after calling him a manipulative, cunning, and controlling man. The U.S. District Judge Allison Nathan handed down the stiff term after the British socialite's lawyers asked for no more than 5 years. She's 60 years old, convicted in December after a month-long trial of sex trafficking, transporting a minor to participate in illegal sex acts, and 2 conspiracy charges. The jury found the Oxford graduate guilty of recruiting and grooming teenage girls for sexual encounters with her and Epstein between 1994 and 2004 at the late billionaire's mansions and estates in Manhattan, New Mexico, Florida, and the Virgin Islands. Epstein, of course, a convicted pedophile, killed himself at 66 in his jail cell in 2019 while awaiting trial on a sex trafficking indictment. Nobody believes that. He didn't kill himself. Before the sentence was handed down, she went to the podium and addressed the court, blaming her one-time lover for her plight. Maxwell then turned and spoke directly to many of her victims who were seated in the gallery and said, "I'm sorry for your pain that you've experienced. I'm sorry for the pain that you've experienced," she added, and hoped her incarceration brought them a measure of closure. 8 women did submit victim impact statements describing the abuse they endured, and the rest of it there afterwards. So that is her, and that is Epstein there on the left, who is, of course, dead after not killing himself. 20 years in federal prison. Ghislaine Maxwell, convicted of helping Jeffrey Epstein procure and traffic teenagers, children, for sexual activity in those 10-year span. With that, I'll leave it to you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed, and feel free to leave any comments down below.